The Lakes region's best rock. This is Backstage. Guido here with you. This week, I am joined by the folks from Out Timmy.
Ow.
Introduce yourselves.
So, hey, I'm Timmy, and
I'm Emilio.
yeah, and our drummer Howie couldn't make it today, but
Howie half-ass.
we're here to be in the Hawk's Nest and take over kind of for a little bit, and yeah, should be fun.
That's the first time someone's dropped the Hawk Nest line.
Yeah,
That's
Caw.
extra points, extra for the Hawk noise too.
yeah, that. Yeah.
I used to get in trouble on air for doing that. Like the first 6 months I was here, every break had to end with that. Because it doesn't feel natural not saying the hawk and making a bird noise.
Yeah, right.
Like it just
We've
feels
landed.
like it has to be done.
Landed in the Hawk's Nest.
Tell the folks a little bit about yourself. How'd you guys kind of get your start?
Well, I used to be in a pretty big band called ARSB back in the day,
Amanuset River Shuffle Band.
and when I set up a tour one summer, and my band ended up breaking up before the tour started. So
That's not the best way to start a tour.
no,
I know.
That's
So like I built like a makeshift studio in my house and recorded like a 7-song EP.
I recorded it all on GarageBand.
Yeah, and she wasn't even in Time Out Timmy at the time.
I'm just his wife.
Yeah, I just called it Time Out Timmy.
just the brains of the operation, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, then the lineup changed around, and now finally we got Howie half-ass on the drums and Emilio on bass, which is my lovely wife. And we've been playing a lot. Like we've done 3 tours so far, and we got offered to play South by Southwest last March, so that was pretty fun.
That was crazy.
That's not only a huge festival, but a huge amount of exposure.
Yeah, we've been since we started, we've just been like ripping CDs and playing out and getting our name out there, basically, essentially.
Well, I've noticed that for the last 2 years, kind of a steady stream of just music coming out, whether it's, the hardcore EP,
Yeah.
family album, just kind of going through that. Especially, how did South by Southwest happen? Because, you kind of went nonchalant there, like, oh, we just played South by Southwest.
It was,
That's how
We
that
were able
happened.
to get in through our friends Marianne Toilet and the Runs from Salem, Mass. They
And if
went
nobody
last year.
knows who Marianne Toilet and the Runs are, they're like they're awesome.
Sex comedy rock band.
They're awesome people. Marianne Toilet is a drag queen, and she goes
the
on
queen.
stage, and she is the diva.
She is the diva.
Yeah. And they needed help with a music video for their song Fifi, and we ended up starring in it as the characters in their music video.
Look
And
it up online.
Yeah, and after Marianne Toilet basically asked us if they wanted to go on the road with us, like, because they were going down South by Southwest, and they could totally bring us down too. So we took the trip, and it kind of turned out to be the
A road trip to hell and back.
Yeah,
we
because-
crashed into Marianne. We rammed her.
yeah. I don't know how to drive.
Wait,
in
like
this-
with a car?
Yeah,
Yeah, oh
I don't
yeah,
know
with
how
our
to
minivan,
drive-
we
I don't
rammed
know how to
Marianne.
drive in the city, so in New York City, I accidentally got into a fender bender and hit a 2017 Mercedes.
Well,
'cause-
that's anything worth doing is worth doing, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well.
and then Marianne Toilet's car. So my minivan had to stay in New York City for the whole week.
Just to get a quote.
Yeah.
They're like, it'll be ready by Friday. Now it was like Monday. I
Yeah, there was
believe.
like a snowstorm that day I hit the car, so
That was
I
the big
basically
nor'easter.
we ended up jetting out with our roadie Eric Kukler's tour
We went into
wagon.
his hippie van and we made it all the way down to Texas, Greenville, and then his van died. So we were stranded
Yeah.
in Texas.
The engine blew right when we got to Texas. So I think no one wants us to go to Texas.
That may be a sign. If it starts in New York with hitting people, and then by the time you get into the state, band's like,
Yeah.
you know what, no.
And the worst
done.
part, when we were in the hotel room, like moping around, the Enterprise rent-a-car was a mile away.
So we walked on the highway for a mile
And-
to get to Enterprise.
But it was even worse because when we got the rent-a-car, it was a smaller car, so we had to fit everything clown car status. And
Tetris.
where we were, there was no place to buy beer because it was a dry county.
Yeah.
I didn't know what
Walking
a dry
the
county was
streets.
until that happened.
Yeah, they have those. And yeah, that's
The South is not a nice place.
we made it to South by an hour before our set. So we made it just in time, and it was probably the best thing.
Yeah,
ever.
the band that played before us, they only had like 10 people in this dance floor hall room kind of bar. And we got on, and like third song in, people just across the street started coming. We packed
It was
the friggin'
fully
place. It was
packed.
probably one of the coolest shows we played in a while.
So worth all the
definitely.
It was
let's say
worth it.
The headaches.
Yeah.
I made a documentary of the whole trip.
Well, you
it's
gotta
on
think,
our channel.
You got to think anytime you go on tour and stuff. Like I remember our like Chicago trip. We didn't have like cell phones or anything like that, and we went from here to Chicago in 7 days and played 5 shows, and that was fun. But the Texas trip was definitely like everything went wrong, but as a band, we still stuck together, still made our way to basically get to the gig, get to that one show, and just kill it, you know?
Do what you can do to survive.
Yeah,
That was
and that just proves
fun.
that any band can be roadworthy if, like, they just brainstorm.
Always
and
be
do
prepared.
Yeah, do the Boy Scout thing.
If
know?
your heart's in it and you want it bad enough,
Yeah.
whatever stands in your way, you're going to find a way to get through.
Yeah.
So,
And it helps if you saved all your tax return money just to pay for all that stuff
yeah.
like you did.
yeah, that makes sense too.
It was that time.
Yeah.
Good times.
We're going to come back with more from Time Out Timmy. We're going to get into the new album. We're going to talk about where people can check you out live. We're going to get into some music right now off the album. This is Backstage on 104.9 The Hawk. Backstage on the Lakes Region's best rock. This is 104.9 The Hawk. I am joined this week by the guys from Time Out Timmy. So let's talk about it. New album. When's it coming out?
September 1st.
Yeah, first day of our 4-day tour, so that should be fun. It's called Raw Dog, because it's going to be the rawest, heaviest album, I think, in the North Woods. Maybe around. It's definitely got an old school punk vibe, and we recorded it in Mojo's a couple months back.
Up in Easton.
Easton, yeah, in New Hampshire. And that's like literally out in the sticks. Like our buddy Anthony Cimino, who runs the place, makes the place kind of like a chill environment.
Yeah.
Drink beers.
He made
do
a bar
whatever.
for us that night in
Yeah.
the studio.
Yeah, he's got kind of like this man cave of a studio in the woods, and like you can raise havoc, and no one will call the cops or be like, okay, shut this down, you know?
Yeah.
And we actually recorded the whole album in a day, which is pretty amazing.
We started at like 7 at night, ended by 3 a.m.
You
Yeah.
just banged out one take, a lot of tracks.
Oh,
or?
we did it all together, so it was as if we were performing live.
Yeah, everybody was in a separate room
It's
playing.
raw.
But with like, basically the windows were plexiglass, so you could see everyone.
Yeah.
And it was friggin' awesome. One of the best recording experiences I've done.
Really? Because the hardcore EP, now you guys recorded that in the home studio,
That
right?
was in
In the
our
homestead.
spare room.
And wasn't that knocked out pretty
Pretty fast.
right?
I'm not picky when it comes to recording. I like it rough, but I like it to sound good too. But like this time, like I've always been against studios because I've got Amelia and me can DIY anything.
Yeah.
But it was actually my very first bass player of Time Out Timmy started working for this guy, and he was like, "Oh, Timmy, you got to come to the studio, check this out," you know. And I showed up there one day just to hang out, and I got kind of sold.
Changed a little bit of maybe, that idea you have in your head of the big stuffy studio.
Yeah, when you don't have to set up an amp or anything, it's just right there.
Anthony
in your
knew what
area.
he was doing.
Yeah, he knew exactly what I wanted right from the start, which is cool. Do you got a CD of the?
I actually.
You gotta give him. It's
have
not out, but we got you a CD.
Ooh, all right.
you a secret copy, and I'll show you the real one. This is
This is the secret.
This is the raw dog, and this will be
The cover on this is priceless. So
Oh yeah.
me eating a hot dog, raw dog.
But yeah, that will be out September 1st.
and people can check out the video for What's Going On, which is the first track
Yes.
of it right now that's been released.
Yep, that's the single of our album.
Available to stream on Spotify.
I was gonna say, where can people find?
Yeah.
Let's direct them to you.
Yes,
Amelia,
Spotify.
that's all you. You're-
on
you're in charge
Spotify.
of that.
You can download it on September 1st with the album. But yeah, I directed the music video, and it stars myself, Timmy, and our friend Miko, who plays my dad.
I was gonna. Is he the one who plays dad in the video?
Dad,
yeah.
the creepy dad.
I told him you want to be a star.
we
in our
we
video, and he,
took turns sharing the camera, and it took us 3 days to make, so we wore the same outfits each time.
Yeah, we just kind of threw this video all together, kind of tossed it right out to the world.
If you like cheesy romantic comedies, that one's for you.
We're real good at that.
We're real good at it.
The rom-com punk video.
That was
Yeah.
fun. So yeah, good promo for the upcoming album.
Yeah. Now I just want to record another album.
Already.
I was
This
gonna,
one's not
already
even
done-
out
haven't
yet.
even done the record release
Not
yet for
yet.
this one.
Yeah.
It's
I
not
just
even
like throwing out my music. Just here you go.
Which is weird because a lot of times when I sit with artists, it's that process seems to take so much longer. When they're in studio, everything is, I've listened to this track 15 times and I'm still not happy. Or, I had an idea for the song, but once I got there, it changed and 18 hours later, it became the track it is now.
I'm really more like an animal when I get into the studio. Like, it's like
You have a hunger. You want to get it done
I want to
now.
get it done. I want to get it done now, and I want to release it now. And like, there might be some imperfections, and I know that, but it's like, I'm all about a live sense of music. Like, that's the show. You put it on the table. This is what you want. Hopefully, everybody likes it after.
Which kind of harkens back to what punk music originally started out as.
exactly.
If you saw the Ramones at CBGB and heard them on a record, it wasn't any difference between the two.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I don't want to make an album where you
don't want
sound
it
so polished.
Too
that
polished.
People, when
yeah.
they see you live, is like, what was that?
Yeah, that doesn't sound anything like the album.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we try to make it sound exactly the same. And they
Gives
like
you
it.
the full time Out Timmy effect.
Fast, badass, and to the point.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically.
Raw.
So where can people kind of catch you guys live? Is it going to be a record release party?
We're going on a tour September 1st through the 5th, and we're gonna play Rutland, Vermont on the 1st.
So that can be our
Record release show. Rick and Cat's Howlin' Mouse. It's
in
a nice record
Rutland,
store.
Vermont. Yep.
And then September 2nd, we play New York City at Otto's Shrunken Head. And then the 3rd, we play
Kodo in Salem, Mass.
And then on the 4th, we play
Oh yeah, it's in
Rollinsford.
Rollinsford at Sue's,
It's a
and
big
it's
DIY venue.
a punk rock barbecue.
Yeah.
Everyone should go to that.
We're all scattered all over the place. We're playing, we have a lot of shows. Like,
We're at Gino's in Portland next Friday.
yeah, next Friday, we're in Gino's in Portland, Maine with our buddies, the Labor Pains. And then the 30th, we're at Alburritos.
An acoustic thing.
Me and Amelia are taking over Alburritos for the night and playing there.
Mexican fiesta.
And then, yeah, all of our tour. And then after tour, we're booked where? Like,
I don't know, everywhere.
everywhere. Every weekend, we're going somewhere else.
So the best way to keep in track and at least keep
Just
up
follow
to date,
our
whatever.
Facebook page.
Follow
yeah,
our
Facebook,
Facebook.
Twitter.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
you never know when we're going to be. We're like Santa Claus. If you book us, we'll
Surprise.
come. And that's basically it. Like September 23rd, just for the weekend, we're going to Philly and playing out there. So
Surprise.
we
Nice.
just try to get out anywhere we can.
All right. When we come back, a little bit of a live performance in studio.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We'll be back with more from Time Out Timmy right here on Backstage on 104.9 The Backstage on 104.9 The Hawk for your listening enjoyment. Here's Time Out Timmy. What are you guys going to be performing for us?
Okay, this is our single called What's Going On off the Raw Dog.
Raw dog.
Everything was going fine till the day you met me. But now your daddy's running after me. 'Cause everything about you ain't quite the same. And all you want to do is scream my name. And I say, what's going on inside your head? 'Cause it's something I did or something that you said. Well, I know that you may think that you're in love with me, baby, 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 set me free. Well, you always wanted a guy just like Jim Steen. Too bad for that other team. Here I am sneaking out of your house, being quiet as a mouse, and I'm running away from you, 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 running away. What's going on inside your head? Was it something I did or something that you said? Well, I know that you may think that you're in love with me, baby, 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 set me free. so funny.
I choked up.
It's all right.
It was cute.
So this one's called Family Album. I was looking back at my family album, thinking as a child I was pretty happy. But then I saw screaming, it got louder. There goes the perfect family, and I'm always laughing when you're screaming out to God, 'cause he can't hear your plea. It's not like he can hear you, no, he's just watching your tragic comedy. My daddy left when I was young, calling my mom a lazy bum, and don't be a bitch, just do as you're told. I slowly watched my family unfold, and I'm always laughing when you're screaming out to God, 'cause he can't hear your plea. It's not like he can hear you, no, he's just watching your tragic comedy. Mom started working for jobs and drinking a lot, waiting for Daddy to come home and warm the spot that's been in her heart for so long. But my daddy ran off with another mom, and I'm always laughing when you're screaming out to God, 'cause he can't hear your plea. It's not like he can hear you, no, he's just watching your tragic comedy. Tragic comedy. When looking back at my family album, it was all just a lie given to me. So I wasn't a sad little boy, but just a screwed up tea, 'cause I'm always laughing when you're screaming out to God, 'cause he can't hear your plea. It's not like he can hear you, no, he's just watching your tragic comedy. Thanks.
Ow.
You wanna try harder, Amelia?
Oh god. Sellouts.
You got me mesmerized by your eyes, by your eyes. You got me under a spell, and I drive all the way to hell. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got me mesmerized by your eyes, by your eyes. You got me under a spell, and I drive all the way to hell. If I gotta go kicking and screaming just to know your name, then maybe I hope you feel the same. Rumor has it I'm in love, and that's a fact, and you're the one that I attract. Arteries clogged and I got no ammunition for the hope of this life on human tradition that flies in my stomach, have harvested to lay. Out here for a day. If I gotta go kicking and screaming just to know your name, then maybe I hope you feel the same. Rumor has it I'm in love, and that's a fact, and you're one that I attract. Driving movies and cheapo diners, the backseat of a car never looked that finer. Coffee in the morning and cigarettes and tea. You always knew how to make me happy. If I gotta go kicking and screaming just to know your name, then maybe I hope you'd feel the same. Rumor has it I'm in love and that's a fact, and you're the one that I attract. Got me mesmerized by your eyes, by your eyes. Got me under a spell, and I drive all the way, all the way, all the way to hell. If I go kicking and screaming just to know your name, then maybe I hope you feel the same. Rumor has it I'm in love and that's a fact, and you're the one that I attract.
Ladies and gentlemen, Time Out Timmy. I want to thank you guys very much for coming out, hanging out in studio, and performing live. Don't forget, folks, the new album, Raw Dog, it'll drop on September 1st. You want to check them out. Keep up to date with everything they got going on Facebook, Time Out Timmy. Guys, again, thank you very much for coming out. Coming up, we get back to the local music right here on the Lakes Region's Best Rock. It's Backstage on 104.9.